Have you ever noticed how the first few minutes after you wake up can quietly shape the rest of your day? Before you've even gotten out of bed, your mind may already be somewhere else. You think about yesterday's mistakes. You worry about today's responsibilities. You remember something someone said. You wonder, what might happen later? Then you reach for your phone, and suddenly you're absorbing everyone else's messages, opinions, problems, and expectations. The day hasn't really begun, yet your mind is already tired. But imagine beginning your morning differently. Imagine waking up, and before giving your attention to the outside world, giving a few quiet moments to yourself. There are 5 simple things you can tell yourself each morning, 5 reminders inspired by Buddhist wisdom that can help you begin the day with more calm, clarity, gratitude, and inner strength. They don't require a complicated routine. They don't require you to chain your entire life. They begin with the words you choose to give your own mind. 1. I am grateful for this new day. Every morning arrives quietly. We often don't notice it because we're already thinking about what comes. Next, the alarm rings, the phone comes out, the day begins, and almost immediately the mind starts making demands. What needs to be done? Who needs an answer? What problem needs to be solved? What could go wrong? But before all of that, there's something worth remembering. You woke up. You have another day, another breath, another opportunity, another chance to experience something you've never experienced before. Gratitude doesn't mean that everything in your life is perfect. It doesn't mean you have no problems. It simply means that, for a moment, you choose to notice what's already here instead of beginning the day with everything you believe is missing. The Buddha's teachings repeatedly bring us back to awareness, to seeing clearly what's in front of us, rather than being completely lost in our desires and worries. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone, take 3 slow breaths and quietly say, I am grateful for this new day. Don't rush through the words. Think about what they mean. This day may not be easy. It may contain disappointments. It may bring challenges you didn't expect, but it's still a day you've been given, a day in which you can learn something, a day in which you can be kind to someone, a day in which you can correct a mistake, a day in which you can simply sit quietly and appreciate being alive. Sometimes we spend so much of our lives waiting for something better that we fail to recognize the value of what's already here. Gratitude interrupts that habit. It gently reminds you this moment is worth noticing. And when you begin your morning with appreciation, you don't enter the day from a place of constant dissatisfaction. You enter it with awareness. 2. I let go of yesterday. There's another thing many people carry into the morning without realizing it. Yesterday, a conversation, mistake, an argument, something you wish you'd said, something you wish you'd never said, perhaps. Someone hurt you. Perhaps you disappointed yourself. And although the calendar has moved forward, your mind keeps going back. You replay the moment. You imagine different endings. You wonder what might have happened if you'd made another choice. But the past has already happened. You can learn from it. You can make amends. You can understand it. But you cannot live it again. And this is where letting go becomes important. Letting go doesn't mean pretending that yesterday didn't matter. It means refusing to let yesterday control today. Think about how heavy it would feel to physically carry everything that happened yesterday with you. Wherever you went, the argument, the embarrassment, the regret, the anger, you'd eventually become exhausted. Yet mentally, we often do exactly that. We wake up and pick up the same emotional weight before we've even left our bedroom. So give yourself permission to put some of it down. When an old regret appears tomorrow morning, don't fight it, simply acknowledge it. Then tell yourself, yesterday is over. I will learn from it, but I will not live inside it. There's something powerful about those words. You're not denying what happened. You're choosing what happens next. Maybe yesterday taught you to be more patient. Maybe it taught you to speak more carefully. Maybe it showed you that a certain relationship needs a boundary. Maybe it revealed something about yourself that you'd never noticed before. Take the lesson. Leave the unnecessary suffering behind, because every morning gives you something the past can never give you. A fresh moment in which to choose again. You don't have to wake up and punish yourself for yesterday. You don't have to have the same argument in your head for the 100th time. You don't have to spend today's peace paying for yesterday's mistake. Learn, accept, release, and begin again. 3. I am calm, even when life is not. There will be days when everything feels peaceful, and there will be days when nothing seems to go according to plan. Someone may upset you, work may become stressful, a plan may suddenly change, you may receive news you didn't expect. You cannot control everything that will happen today, but you can begin the day by reminding yourself that the world outside you doesn't have to determine everything happening inside you. Tell yourself, I am calm, and I will protect my peace. This doesn't mean you'll never feel anger. It doesn't mean you'll never become anxious or frustrated. It means you don't have to give every emotion complete control over your actions. Imagine that someone says something rude to you. The first impulse may be to answer immediately, to defend yourself, to say something hurtful in return. But there's a moment, a very small moment between what happens and what you choose to do next. That moment matters. Take a breath, notice what you're feeling, and give yourself the chance to respond instead of simply reacting. The Buddha taught the importance of mastering the mind rather than allowing the mind to master us. Your thoughts will come, your emotions will rise and fall, but you don't have to obey every impulse. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is remain still for a moment. You can remind yourself, I don't have to react to everything, and then return to your breath, return to awareness, return to what's actually happening. Before leaving home, sit quietly for 1 minute. No phone, no messages, no noise, just breathe. Let your mind settle, and remind yourself that whatever today brings, you can meet it one moment at a time. You don't need to control the entire day. You only need to be present for the moment you're actually living. 4. I will respond with kindness. The way you begin your morning doesn't only affect you, it affects the people you meet, your family, your friends, your coworkers, strangers, and even the person you speak to in the mirror. So before you begin your day, make a simple decision. Today, I will respond with kindness, not because everyone will be kind to you, they won't. Not because everyone will understand you, they won't, and not because kindness means allowing people to treat you badly. It doesn't. Kindness is a choice about the person you want to be, regardless of what someone else chooses to be. Difficult person doesn't have to decide the quality of your character. Someone else's anger doesn't require you to become angry. Someone else's bitterness doesn't require you to carry bitterness. There's an old Buddhist teaching. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. The lesson is simple, but it isn't easy. When someone brings anger into an interaction, our instinct is often to return it. They become sharp, we become sharp. They raise their voice, we raise ours. And suddenly 2 people are adding more suffering to a moment that was already difficult. But what happens when one person chooses to stop? What happens when you pause, when you lower your voice, when you choose understanding before judgment? That doesn't guarantee that the other person will change, but it changes what you bring into the situation. And kindness also includes the way you speak to yourself. Notice the voice inside your own mind. Would you speak to someone you love the way you sometimes speak to yourself? Would you call them weak because they made a mistake? Would you tell them they're not good enough because they had a difficult day? Probably not. So don't make cruelty toward yourself part of your morning routine. Before you leave home, choose one small act of kindness, a patient response, a genuine thank you, a kind word, a moment of listening, or simply giving yourself permission to be human. Small actions can change the atmosphere of an entire day. And sometimes the peace you're looking for begins with the peace you choose to offer someone else. 5. Everything is temporary, so I will enjoy this moment. There's one final reminder that can completely change the way you look at an ordinary morning. Everything changes. The difficult days change. The beautiful days change. Relationships change. Circumstances change. Our bodies change. Our emotions change. Nothing remains exactly as it is forever. In Buddhism, this understanding of impermanence is central to seeing life clearly. And although impermanence can sound sad, there's another side to it. If everything changes, then difficult moments can change too. The pain you feel today doesn't have to remain exactly as it is forever. But the beautiful moments are temporary as well. The morning light, a conversation with someone you love, quiet cup of coffee, the sound of rain, the feeling of being completely present for a few peaceful seconds. These moments will pass, and that's precisely why they're worth noticing. So tell yourself, everything is temporary, so I will be present for this moment. If today is difficult, remember that it will change. If today is peaceful, don't rush through it. If something beautiful appears, don't immediately look for the next thing. Stay with it, experience it, let yourself appreciate it. We often spend our lives trying to make good moments last forever, but perhaps the wiser response is simply to be fully present while they're here. You don't have to possess a moment to appreciate it. You only have to notice it. So tomorrow morning, look outside. Notice the light, feel your breath, listen to the world waking up, and remember that this particular morning will never happen again. You don't need to make it extraordinary. You only need to be here for it. These 5 reminders are simple, but simplicity doesn't make them weak. I am grateful for this new day. I let go of yesterday. I am calm even when life is not. I will respond with kindness. Everything is temporary, so I will enjoy this moment. You don't have to repeat them perfectly. You don't have to believe that saying a few words will magically transform your life. Instead, let these words become intentions. Let them remind you how you want to see, how you want to speak, how you want to respond, and how you want to live. Tomorrow morning, before the phone takes your attention, give yourself a few quiet moments. Take a breath. Choose your words carefully, and begin the day with a mind that's a little more grateful, a little more peaceful, and a little more awake. Because sometimes transforming your day doesn't begin with changing everything around you. It begins with changing the way you meet the first moment of it.